guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate.
Guys, gals, Poco Loco, what are we looking at? Yeah, I don't have high hopes. Leinenkugel, Session Hells, a light-bodied German-style lager, weighing in at, smile money, I can have about 20 of these. 3.4%. Talk about light-bodied. Talk about, yeah. Put your tongue on it. Yeah, you'll be the first to know. Looks like beer. Smells a little bit like a light version of Oktoberfest. Cheers. Again, could have a rig set up, while you're mowing the lawn, and you'd be all set with these guys. Okay, on Spicy Atomic Pumpkin Voodoo Ranger is Mr. Mark Mac 85. Excellent ATF rant, Eric. Thank you. Same person, same video. Pass on the zombie juice. Makes you wonder why we have a government so dead set on making us take the juice for a flu that is almost 100% recovery rate. Almost a 100% recovery rate. Granted, if you have the ability to use this, and you realize that the common cold, which they also have zero cure for, but we haven't been forced to take something for that. That kills a large number of people every year. So do stares, and I'm sure there's an equal amount of documented cases of people being killed by Legos. So let's all worry about this. Again, if they didn't have to come up with something against Donald Trump, we wouldn't have had this conversation at all. Because we've had just, if not more, deadly things that got swept under the rug. Just take a look at pretty much every president and what takes place, roughly every 5 years or so. Yeah, but this one, at the point, almost 100% recovery rate. I pray for those that took the juice will still be with us in a few more years. Yeah. Again, I personally, I'm just throwing this out there, Smile Money. I personally know nobody that passed away from having COVID unvaccinated. Unfortunately, the list is growing on people that were vaccinated, got COVID, and they're no longer with us. I personally think if a lot of the stuff that I read, you've got a gene inhibiting juice that you've injected into your body, and nobody really knows what it does. And those that have the best chance at telling you what it does are also the same people telling you not to do it. And at a bare minimum, this is America. Again, if you want to step off the ledge of a building, so be it. Granted, you need help, and there's people out there to help you. On the other hand, This is the United States of America, and where I have my biggest issues is that anybody, and I mean anybody, you can rot in fucking hell if you're the kind of person that wants to tell other people what they should do with their body, especially when you don't know it all. I tell you what, Smile Money, and I'll go on record as saying this, I would at least highly consider, if for no other reason, so that I don't have to continuously wonder what I won't be able to do next because of all of the retards that are out there going, well, if you don't get the juice, you can't get on an airplane, and now if you live in truly communist, non-American places, if you don't have your papers, you won't be able to go into a restaurant or places like that. It is all bullshit. I am hoping to God, the God that I believe in, that the lawsuits start pouring out. And these, and these piece of shit companies that are saying, if you don't get it, you're gone. And if you refuse to get it and we let you go, you won't get any unemployment, and it is just by not taking it is your way of voluntarily leaving the company. Oh, yeah, okay. Explain to me how I have a job that I've enjoyed for maybe it's been a couple of decades, maybe even more. And I'm just simply a true American that is not going to have anybody tell me what I have to do, especially when it's my own body. And there's obviously, the longer we wait, the more we see the harmful repercussions of this vaccination. And again, it's America. I have a, there's a fair amount of you that are listening. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to shun you. People that have had the vaccination. And again, it's the United States of America. That was your decision. But it really sucks because I know a handful of you that if you didn't do it, you wouldn't have your job. Personally, at this moment in time, I will never, ever, ever work for anybody that tells me I cannot carry a handgun and tells me I have to be injected with something that nobody truly has a frickin' clue, an absolute clue what it's going to do to you in the long run. And again, the people with the medical brains that have an idea of what this is, it's nothing good. As a matter of fact, you're probably going to make the next round of maybe even the common flu a nightmare for you. Beautiful part is I could just shift beers and just start making shit up about the jab, because there's no way that you can tell me what it's going to do, so how can you tell me what it's not going to do? But let's just say for whatever reason that, I finally get the opportunity to go to Ireland or take Christine to Italy, and the only way this is possible is for me to present my papers. At a bare minimum, there's no way it's going to happen unless it is at least the protein-based vaccine that they're working on. I don't know. I don't know how anyone that can actually look at both sides of the coin and say, I'm a go for this. No, I personally, I want to live as long as possible. And part of that philosophy doesn't involve taking this vaccine. Again, it's pretty scary when you get multiple phone calls from people saying, Eric, whatever you do, make sure that you and your family, as many of them that will listen to you as possible, does not take this shot. And amen to that. I'm on darkness. Mike has an eye. So I don't know, would that be like a last? On darkness, Mr. Mark Mac 85, $20 donation to help Eric with the rope? Eric, tell me where I need to send the money. What's the rope? See, this is like 2 brew reviews ago. I honestly have no idea what I missed. Miss Mark Mac, hey Eric, by the way, what's your thoughts on the Resident Biden? For his information. Why? Well, you already know the answer to that. Did you look over and say, look, there's a pile of gasoline, we can make Eric light the match? Biden is a retard. He has been in government, which, again, if I had my way, they would all be wiped out and we would start over. And the parameters would be based around our founding fathers. Because it appears that no matter if you have a D or an R after your name, and the scariest part is some of the people that most need to be moved to the front of the cliff to be pushed off is the judicial system in the United States of America, including the most powerful. They are supposed to do their due diligence by basing it on the law and not their feelings or their political aspirations. Because if you're going to tell me that, especially because they want to stack the courts, the Democratic Party, it's quite obvious that they want to put activists in there. So again, if I had it my way, and the very first one on the list in the magical carnival called Headshot Alley would be Biden. He is a traitor to the United States of America. As far as I'm concerned, every single death that has already happened and is going to happen is all on him. And they wanted to. They spent 4 years trying to impeach Trump for nothing, and yet, if the media would do their job, we are given all of the information that they need to proceed with an impeachment, let alone a hanging. And then after that, we just march all the rest of them in. I mean, why do you think they're pushing so hard for gun control? Because they know everything that they do circumvents our rights. And they simply can't push as hard as they wish they could, knowing that we will kill them. And I don't give a shit who wants to. If you want to censor my words, these are our founding fathers. If you don't uphold the Constitution of the United States of America, you are duly expected to be adiosed. Our founding fathers, again, if a retard is watching and doesn't quite understand how this all works, our founding fathers gave us those weapons to make sure that our rights weren't infringed. And every moment, every second that goes by, another one of our freedoms is lost. And yes, Mr. 27, Trump is just as responsible to actually say that the best process is to take the guns away and then look at due process. If you, and I made more than one comment about that. That is, again, as far as I'm concerned, at that moment in time, he too should have been swinging in a tree. But I have yet to see a person that put the little man, the man at the bottom of the food chain, as seated at the table with all of the rest, like Donald Trump. Is he perfect? Oh hell no, he's not. He needs to. He could really use a lesson on our founding fathers, and we'll start with the Second Amendment. We can start with the First Amendment, but there's a reason that the Second Amendment is pushed so far forward. Because all those men and women were dealing with a government a lot like the one we're dealing with now. Unfortunately, they've made it. Of course, then again, the average person wasn't getting ready to grab that gun and head off and show them that we are sick and tired of you pushing and pushing and pushing and taxing and taxing and taxing. So, after all, it was a small group of people willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. And thank God they did. And if things don't change, I hope there's another group ready to go. And we're gonna. I've been saving up money to get my nuclear device off of eBay, and kind of like Cobra and putting his money down on a Bronco and the Tesla junk truck. I've definitely got some ins on picking up, maybe starting with an F-16. I mean, hell, you wait along for the ultimate retard to show up like Biden, and they can just have him handed to you. I mean, after all, hey, how do you strengthen our enemy overnight? Oh, just give them an unbelievable arsenal. First in was Ben N. Boom! Congratulations, Ben N. Harmarsh, hey. Blue Healer, 2 thumbs up. USA. Amen. Harmarsh, more of fear and loathing in Las Vegas. Pocoloco says, buy the ticket, take the ride. Salty Shellback, yeah, naked. Harmarsh, Scotsman posted a video a few days ago. The BM-15 has a home is the video. Pogoloco, top, blow me, who cares? If I had to watch that, I would. Clyde, 6th, whiskey and revolution for all. And then Clyde says, when's the battle box drawing? Well, I probably should put a thing up saying closed on that. I can't remember what my original guess was, but I don't think we even had as many entries as I think I said 7. So I think I got it pretty close. Again, if I'm allowed the ability to rant about a retard like Joe Biden, the fraudulent president, because Donald Trump actually won the 2020 election. If I'm allowed to rant about that, I remember the day where I could give away a knife on the Ebomi channel and get 30, 40 entries, do a video, and now now I got, what, 6, 7, 8? I don't even know. It's just so fucking pathetic. Sorry, Tardisius. The amount of people that didn't even want to put forth the effort for a $400 box of goodies. So, yeah. So evidently, your chance is like, what, 1 in 6, 1 in 7. But I need to get together with the boys and decide. So, yeah, soon, Clyde. I apologize for it taking so long, but really, I have no motivation to do anything over at the Bomi channel. This channel gets more views. There's more views. Just go look for yourself. Just go look for yourself. There's more views of a brew review than there is of a $400 giveaway from Crate Club. Yep. Yeah. I remember those days where we were doing VRs back and forth. I mean, hell, you didn't have to give something away. You could say, show me your favorite rifle and favorite pistol and do a VR, and you'd literally get a shit ton, and it would spread like wildfire. And, yeah, fuck it all. What should it be? Smile money. I believe she said that they will not be stranded. Biden has committed to bringing everyone that wants to come home back to the U.S. Oh, yeah. On the other hand, he's also empowered the Taliban. The Taliban. Let's give them helicopters and ammunition and Humvees and night vision and handguns and rifles and there's somehow that terrorist made his way through the Taliban checkpoints with a chest rig of explosives today. But there's at least nobody was hurt. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing, Smile Money, or anything like that, but yeah, it's the retard can lie and then get full backing from the media. So are we going to see the beheadings of the women and children? I hope so, because maybe it's what will it take for the stupid people to open their eyes. Should it happen? No, because just with some of our congressmen and representatives, I would nuke the whole place from orbit just to be sure. Well, if they get decapitated, I guess Biden's word, I guess they want to stay. Yeah, I guess. Pokel says they'll be raped first. Yeah, that's pretty much living right there. First you take one in the chute, and then you get your head cut off. Mr. 27, is this a foreshadowing that Matt is coming out of the closet and wants to be a lady man? I hope not. Man K Viking, oh look, I am fashionably late to the review. And I can say, yes you are, and I did. Harmarsh, hey, look, it's Man Cave Viking. Mr. 27, Clockwork Bomey, good movie. Wrong review though. Smile Money, oh look, a co-host that is not starting off plastered. It's always a good thing, Smile Money. It's always a good thing. Miss 27, still on the wrong video. Nice Brew Bomey cigar revolvers. Thank you. Miss 27, 15th, on the right video. Miss 27, intro, not bad. Maybe take a little silicone out. Like this. One of the ones I was waiting for, Wade. Miss 27, too many brew babes to count. Bummer. El Tenda. Hoo-ha! El Tenda. Poco Loco. So, I'm in line at Dairy Queen, and I hear the old lady in front of me angrily say, "I'm not racist, my shadow is black." The guy standing in line wearing a 2A shirt almost shit themselves laughing. J-Dog's here at work. Poco Loco. All this talk of salad tossing got me like lips and okay. Clyde, you will know if your M1 Grand op rod's bent too much because it'll jump off the bolt. Severe warpage only comes from using hunting ammunition and not military ammunition, but you also have that part to fix that. Come on, man. It's good. That's a good question, Clyde. I don't remember if I ever put that thing in it or not. Did I? No. No, I did not. Or did I? No, this is... I don't know why it's so loose. That's what Joey said. No, this is the... Thanks, Clyde. Who needs an adjustable gas block for your M1 when you can just start to turn this one out, and it kind of accomplishes that all on its own. Now, I have no idea. I got no idea over here what this badass has been through and before in its life, but I can tell you that I have been very particular on what goes in the hole. My precious. So Clyde, since you're so damn smart, what did I do with the adjustable? No. It has to be in one of those two drawers. know about the rest of you, but I am, hello, the leading authority on hiding shit on myself. Smile money. Miles called you a spade on your liver health concerns. Not many people drink an average of 5 drinks in an hour. Yeah, but then, you know, then you tap out and call her a night. Then Scourge, how's the Kucha hanging? Poco Loco, Dickie's barbecue sucks. Poco, I'm just going to throw this out there. Because you know I care about you. You sometimes have to be the most negative person. Does anything good ever take place? Other than the lady with the black shadow? Because she's obviously not racist. Okay, Dickie sucks. I used to love going there just to listen to the two, well, am I supposed to translate that? Well, head get pissed because I made a root beer float in a yellow cup. Hey, if they got the dispenser, I don't know if all of them look like the way ours did, but if they're gonna have soft serve and soda and shit out, why can't you do what the hell you want? If they have an issue with it, why'd they put it there? Poco, your weight loss is from water weight. You'll end up gaining it back. See, you know what? You're just a... Oh, God. Several videos on YouTube that break it down and explain it properly. Gunwild, not first, bitches. Poco Loco, what's the make and model of the camera? Why? Oh, by the way, Jeremy and all those out there that just bitch about everything that... Not Jeremy, I mean Jeremy doesn't bitch. I had to put it in I don't know why. In automatic mode, I cannot turn face detection off. So in order to turn face detection off, I had to put it in manual mode, but there's like a shit ton of like pre-loaded... We all need to just take a minute out and just think about life as it is. You know, sometimes we just... See, I'm not really into chicks with tattoos. And I'm definitely not into chicks that put tattoos anywhere near shit you want to lick. Oh, Poco, to answer your question, it is a Canon Vixia Vixia HF G21. Now, when I say tattoos, there's a difference between a few located, tastefully done ones and like a chick that's been, you know, sleeved. Corrupt Joe Biden sucks. Corrupt Joe Biden sucks. Because he's a retard. He's a complete retard. Smile money. You can always send me a link to a counterpoint. I'll read it. It's hard to obtain reliable information. Yeah, that's called the CDC and our government. Gunwild sub-comment, Google doesn't allow the truth. Kind of like Fagbook. Then Scourge. The last one seemed pretty good, no blockiness, not any of the flashing that I remember. This one seems pretty good too. Well, I haven't changed the setting at all, except for now this one. I think in this manual setting, it just changed some lighting. It basically was looking for a scenario where I said, hey, you're going to be filming some prick in his basement drinking a beer. And the only other thing I did is I changed the audio over to the same parameters. You know, somebody standing in front of the camera talking. Cobra! Hello there. Well, hello there. Oh, it looks like she got a little sand on her tushy. She could probably want someone to wipe that off. Harmarsh. Hashtag save the pink taco. Cobra says, don't forget the monthly hot sauce. Cobra. Boom. Cobra. Our local Dickies has a sign up apologizing for price increase. They claim that their cost to purchase brisket increased by 40%. Thanks to Joe the retard Biden. I added a little bit of that, but he said Joe Biden. Oh, and it doesn't look like it's staffed by the franchise. It does look like it's staffed by the franchise owner's kids. Laugh out loud. But they're still open for now. Hey, look. The guy that armed the Taliban with advanced military weaponry. So every person that the Taliban kills, you can thank Joe Biden. Gunwild, Miles is now Matt making the video go long. Matt Davis, we need more Salty Shellback, less Miles. Salty Shellback says, I'm always around. Eric just doesn't know it. Oh, and naked. Gunwild, is the new camera one of those newfangled 4K cameras? No, it is not. It is a little older. It's not a brand new camera. You can still pick this camera up on eBay, but it is it didn't look like it was. Well, it was available through some vendors on Amazon, but no, it's not a brand new camera, and 4K is not one of its settings. Gunwild E3. Gunwild says E3 is a hit. E3 is a hit. Gunwild, there's a Windows 11. Zeus says, Windows 11 provides a calm and creative space where you can pursue your passions through a fresh experience. Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, Windows 11 is in beta testing, and I am part of the Windows Experience program thing. So yeah, I have it. I don't have it down here. I have this computer completely isolated from Windows. Gunwild, why hasn't there been a new quickie with Ms. B this week? Well, because basically the short answer is everybody wants to have you pay for their product, and then controls how you use it. We're in the process. I don't even know if there's going to be a locked and loaded. I do not know if there's going to be a locked and loaded tomorrow night. We cannot make the audio work. We have tried. We have tried StreamYard. We have tried Google Chat, and we tried something that John said, here, download this, and we were able to. And here's the weird thing: me and John were able to have a conversation where it sounded so frickin' perfect. I would have sworn John was sitting in a chair right next to me. And then we did a test load. up to Spreaker, and it was as effed up as it could possibly get. It sounded like two squirrels fucking in a plastic tube. McLean. I'm sure their intent since day one has been to install toe of the camel. B is a placeholder. Probably. They're definitely given JR10. Okay. It is called capsation, 0.1% cream. I would be interested in knowing what strength and how you are taking gabapentin. Oh, I've never said I was taking gabapentin. It's a really big yellow pill, and I do 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Well, my friend does 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I don't know the numbers because I found a box full of them. I thought they were little yellow packing peanuts, and so I ate one. On an aside, something you said in your statement made it sound like there was some inflammatory issues with your feet going on. No, it just kind of feels. It feels like everything is all about sensory. It feels like maybe my shoe is too tight, yet it's not. I can take my feet out of my shoe and my socks, and it'll actually feel like I'm maybe walking on something, like there's an extra row of skin between the pad of my foot and my toes. It all ends up being a sensory thing. Like covering my feet at night in lotion or Vaseline, wearing socks to bed had been a zero thing. That's why I was like, okay. And then, you're the one that made a comment. So a friend of mine decided that he had a similar issue. So he decided to try this, whatever it was, GABA. I don't remember even what you even said. And that seems to be the only thing that has really made a big difference. But I'm still interested in the old cream. You could add some Motrin to the regime if needed. Go in steps though. Don't do it all at once. You need to know what's causing the issue. Exactly. McLean, hey guys. The foot lotion. Hospital says gabapentin, aches and pain, show must be canceled. You're skewing towards an elderly demographics. McLean, for God's sakes, finally ass-eating talk. Let's keep it up. Thank you, Google. Tardisius, Joe Biden is a sleazy senator of over 25 years. Fun fact, rearranged the letters in senator to spell treason. No, that doesn't shock me at all. JR10. I mean, it's a close call between JR10 and Clyde on knowing shit, but still haven't stopped laughing and wetting myself about Wade's comment on Matt's brain. Toasted, pickled, and scrambled. Damn it, here I go again. Gotta get some Depends. Wade, I just call it like I see 'em, my friend. Zeus, you have some awesome intros, brother. Laugh out loud. Yeah, Zeus, thanks. I'm going to say glad you like them. Zeus, I remember my first pallet of beer. Barely. Zeus, Corey Smith & Wesson 610 question mark. I don't know. Sharky says no C. Yeah, no, it's... Oh, a Trevor. How quaint. Zeus, the guy is a badass. Listen to the last 10 seconds. Zeus, I've actually listened to that, and I'm going to pick it up right here.
conflict, do you think that the Taliban has improved as a fighting force in comparison with 2 decades ago when the US-led campaign started?
Well, it has now, thanks to America, leaving its Black Hawks behind and its armies behind, thanks to the President of the United States. So right now it's a very well-equipped Taliban, and it's never had so much weaponry handed to it in 24 hours than its whole existence.
Well, Charles, I want to pick up on that. There is speculation that there was a snowball effect to the Taliban's advance in the sense that they grew in strength as they started collecting this equipment from conquered territories. Do you think that's right?
Well, the person that we all need to be actually asking is the President of the United States, who clearly did a deal behind 41 coalition backs. He ignored 41 countries that were working with him. He turned his back on the leaders of every other country on the planet and did a private deal with the Taliban. And you know what? This has been the biggest military blunder in the history of the planet. And I don't think any coalition country should ever again work with America if this is how it treats us. It kicks us, and I'm angry. I'm angry at the President. He doesn't seem to be in the right frame of mind. He's making decisions and destroying 20 years of work. 4,000 soldiers killed in Afghanistan. And you know what? And I've never said this out loud before, but I think the President of America is actually a retard.
Well, I think there's a very strong word.
Matter that's found in their water, which obviously is not healthy for these children.
The United States with Afghanistan, and you know what? And I've never said this out loud before, but I think the President of America is actually a retard. Loud before, but I think the President of America is actually a retard. America is actually a retard. America is actually a retard. Of America is actually of America is never said this out loud before, but I think the President of America is actually a retard. Never said this out loud before, but I think the President of America is actually a retard. But I think the President of America is actually a retard. But I think the President of America is actually a retard. But I think the President of America is actually a retard. 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 America is actually a retard.
Rich Huff. Cheers, all. Cheers, Rich. Out of curiosity, how many people remember any foreign countries saying really truthful things about Donald Trump? I truly hope that's some part of her outfit dangling back there. Yeah. It's my money. Gabapentin will also control your seizures. Salty, like the Man Cave Viking, I have been shot up with the who know what. And at one time, my body probably had more hydraulic fluid and jet fuel than blood, laugh out loud. I personally am not worried about getting shots, but I am absolutely not for making it mandatory. See, again, I can still have my thoughts, and I can still tell you guys what I think and what I've learned. I've spent a lot of time in the last year watching one video, I just may or may not have somebody in my household, my life, that is heavily connected to the medical field and smart enough to do research and look at point A, point B, side A, side B. And it seems like anybody that's for it, all that they can spew is the rhetoric of CNN and the CDC and our government, and the people that are against it have a lot of credentials, have a lot of numbers and alphabets and shit like that after their name and schooling, and they give a very educated response as to this is not a smart thing. What is being done is not a smart thing. And then you look at who is behind it. And then you take a look at, Clyde, bear with me, the Georgia Guidestones and this population count that people like Bill Gates and George Soros and the Obamas and the Clintons and a whole bunch of big rich people that are behind. And the fact is, none of these people, sorry Tardisius, give a flying fuck about you and me. The more people that die, the better off. You think that this government gives a fucking shit about you and your life and your family? Good Lord, light up another one and smoke it to the quick. So when the government says, it's okay, it's safe, the CDC, oh, here are the numbers, it's okay, it's safe. Fuck that. Wow, that's like a used car salesman telling you that there's nothing wrong with this. Yeah, okay. Your credibility is shit. Your credibility is complete shit. Yeah, I'll see you over at the Captaindick Nozzle one, by the way. And fuck you, Biden, you fraudulent piece of shit. Donald Trump was the real winner of the 2020 election. Sharky, old school guns on deck, M1. And isn't that the M1917 revolver hiding behind a beer? Yes, it is. Sharky, hey Miles. Miss 27, fat bottom girls are nice, but I prefer them to have fat tops. 2 of them, of course. Mr. 27, no more outro babes, Mr. Brewbalmy. I know. Miss 27, hey Google, who's a bigger terrorist, Biden or the Taliban?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Is Joe Biden a terrorist? After all, he's killing people.
I don't understand.
Joe Biden sucks. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. Don't fucking ignore me.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Joe Biden sucks. Yeah, you're right, Mr. 27. Sharky, video looks good here apart from it being 720 on ScrewTube edit. You're in 720. That makes sense. Yeah, I can't get it to look good at 1080. The camera looks incredible at 1080. Gunwild, I have been to Dickie's barbecue. I have been to Dickie's. I haven't been to Dickie's barbecue in a long time. I'll need to see if the one down the street is still there. Sharky, seeing the brew babes rotate by made me want to smoke a cigar and play some pool. Damn. Hey, look, a retard. Gunwild, robbed of the outro babe once again. Thank you, ScrewTube.
I think the President of America is actually a retard. I think the President of America is actually a retard. 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 Actually a retard.
I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. Sharky, J1. J1 is a miss. Sharky, SH. Haha, laughed at the Cardi B put down, and we got robbed of the outro, babe. Son of a bitch. Jay from Elite Ammunition on the wrong video. Love the intro. Alex DeLarge is my spirit animal. You sick son of a bitch. And Mike saying, I don't know, one or 30 minutes ago. Okay. Give my, speaking, chesticles, yeah. I don't know, she still put up videos? I don't know. I don't get notified of shit. Every time I go over to someone's video or someone's channel, I find that I'm not subbed, the bell's not rung. I don't know, maybe Scotsman's pissed off because I missed, I didn't know he was doing any videos. I'm not seeing anything in the feed. Here's a scary thing. Of the Leinenkugels that I have had, this is one of the more enjoyable ones. Not a lot of flavor, not much alcohol, but it's cold, it's refreshing, and I gave a 12er to Mike, and I've got 3 more 12ers in the refrigerator unopened, plus the one that I opened for this, so it means there's at least 8 left in this one. It's drinkable, you know, if it's warm outside. It's a lawnmower beer, and like I said, it's yeah, look at Jeremy, look at that, face tracking is off. And I've got autofocus set to instant. Here, just for the record, this is my wedding band, and I wear it every single day at work. And yet, there's almost zero damage to it. So if you're looking for something, I mean, I'm talking about kneeling, I'm talking about when I'm kneeling on the ground or whatever, and then I go to get up, it's with my hand. And yet I can tell you this though, I can always tell my set of work gloves from Greg's because there's always a slice, the width of the ring, in this glove finger. And of course, he sold it, so I guess I win the end battle. But I was working on Matt's 1911, and I racked the slide, and of course I was trying to get a stuck brake off the end, and my finger moved, and I actually did damage to his Desert Eagle 1911 with this ring. Tungsten carbide. If I ever have something happen like a house falls on this hand, they'll probably have to remove my finger because they will not get through this ring. So, but as far as autofocus goes, it's yeah, face tracking is off. If the image and stuff looks okay, I'll probably just leave it in this manual setting because I'm able to circumvent face tracking. I don't know. It's, you know, it's not. I'm not really hating it. I mean, after all, Poco Loco, I'm just adding water weight back on. On the regular scale, I guess I'd give it a 7, which I don't know if I've ever rated anything from Leinenkugels that high. First in, Jeremy said he ordered a certain book and he hasn't received it yet. Well, I really need to make sure that these orders are caught to make sure that the proper doodleage is put in them. Jeremy, face tracking is the devil. When there are no faces, it gets blurry as hell. Love you. Well, that's hopefully. I mean, let me know, Jeremy. Let me know how this looks. Face tracking is off, and it's basically being told, both audio and video, that there's a douchebag in his basement drinking a beer. Yeah. loving America, willing to make sure that our freedoms are enjoyed by our children and our grandchildren. And we do that. We do that by never allowing the government to mandate what you put in your body, or that you give anything up. You give up your firearms, you've given up your freedom. You give up your freedom, and you might as well just ask them if they can maybe put a little lemon flavoring in the gas chamber gas when we're annihilated by this government. Because this government doesn't give a flying fuck anything about you. So why do you keep giving them the power? So that they can take your freedoms away. You used to be able to order a machine gun on Sears, on a Sears catalog, and have it delivered to you. Where was all the mass murders when that was taking place? It wasn't. Harmar says, cheers. Cheers. Gunwild says, cheers and shit, clubbers. Salty Shellback says, double naked club. I don't know about that. Smile money. Beer. It's what's for dinner. I'm having a salad. Din Scourge. Juicy. Peach Club. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm going to hit the button one time, then I'm going to skedaddle, if you know what I mean. Sharky, is it or is it not?